Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. How's everybody doing today? It's so nice to see all your smiley faces. We are just about, not quite yet, but just about at the 650 mark for episodes live 7 days a week. Am I crazy? And sometimes we do 2 shows a day, which is called double levity, where we have an opportunity to do 2 shows in one day. Matter of fact, this Sunday, we're going to be doing that, 2 shows in one day, which is crazy, but we love it. We welcome you. If this is the first time you're discovering our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, we've been bringing back the lost art of conversation since April of 2020. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. We're coming up on our 2-year full anniversary. We're planning some cool things and surprises. We've had guests come in literally from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, stage, culinary arts, sports, comedy, inspiration, and so much more. Many of you know who watch the show regularly that I work in television and radio professionally. And we started this show as a way to communicate on a deeper level with all of you as well. Some of you know me from my TV and radio and stage and film work. Others have discovered it for the very first time. So if this is your first time watching the Jim Masters Show Live, we welcome you, and everybody. We have an international audience. They are called the JMS Levity Squad. Why? Well, for those of you who don't know, because we mentioned it during the show, I happened to be saying about 2 years ago that the show has a lot of light, love, and levity. You know, humor, levity. So one time I said it, ever the New Yorker, I said it a little too fast. And I said, levity. And everybody jumped on it. They said, we're your Levity Squad. You're Mr. Levity. This is Levity Hall. The guests are now part of the Levity family. So I said, you know what? I love that. That's perfect. So let's roll with that. And then I asked you, the viewer, what do you want to do? Do you want to spell it Lovety or Lovity, which is what is grammatically correct? They said, you know what? With everything we've been going through the last 2 years, Jim, keep the E, don't touch the word love. All right. So it is levity with the E. Thanks for all the comments. You guys are amazing. We have created such a beautiful community here of faithful followers and supporters. It's been extraordinary. Thanks for all of the tweets, the Instagram messages, the Facebook posting, the sharing of the links on social media, the private messages, the gifts, the cards. I have such a wonderful audience of people here, and it really touches my heart. And we really, really thank you so very, very much. And you're such cool people all around the world. So we welcome everybody that's watching in the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand. We're still waiting for Antarctica. I got any cousins in Antarctica? Give them a call. Tell them we're on live. We've got an amazing guest joining me, a dear friend. Giada Valenti is joining us live and direct, not from Venice, Italy, though that is where she is from, but from Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, if you guys would like to comment in our JMS Live chat room, I invite you to do that. A lot of people like to do that. Matter of fact, a lot of you are doing it already. We'll take a look at some of those live comments in just a moment. You have an opportunity to interact with each other and with us right now on the show when you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is the channel you're watching right now, Jim Masters TV. We love that. Give it a subscribe. See that red button you see there? Just click that. You'll be a part of the Levity family. That helps us out big time. Also, it gives you the opportunity to chat during the show, which is awesome. And if you love this episode, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Yeah, there's a little thumbs up icon you see on the YouTube channel under all the episodes. Click that thumbs up and leave a comment for us as well. We would absolutely love that. That helps us out big time as well. Pile of comments here. We love you all for those comments, and we will check them out throughout the show. This show will also be archived, so you can see it again. I know a lot of you love to binge watch all of our episodes, and we thank you so much for that. You can binge watch all of the episodes on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. So You're going to love this show because Giada and I have known each other. It's been at least 10 years, but she calls me her brother from another mother. I call her a sister from another mother. It's that kind of relationship we've had. We've been very busy. She's flying in planes and she's here and she's there. I've been on TV shoots and on location. And we just said, you know what? We got to get together here because we've been together so long. I got to get her on the show. We got to work together. We got to do a lot of cool things. So we're going to talk about some of that coming up. But, we have worked on some amazing things, national television projects, stage events, so much more. We're going to talk about all that and some cool things that she has coming up. She's got a new single that's happening on April 15th. Very excited and proud of her for that. And working on some other beautiful things, too. There's a gorgeous version of Silent Night that she did with the backing of the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, which is legendary, of course. We love them. I have a lot of their music in my collection. But before we do that, we always toast our audience and our viewers, our lovities, with our kind, generous, supportive you mug. Yes. So we toast you, and you. Sip, sip. Now, in honor of Giada, we have just a little Prosecco in that mug. Usually I have iced tea, lemonade, coffee, water, something like that. We got a little Prosecco in there. It is Friday. It's been a very long week, and I'm working on the air all weekend anyway. So the last time I remember, we were on top of a rooftop in Italy overlooking the canals after a full day of long production on a television special that we worked on together. It is my pleasure to welcome Italian singer-songwriter, yes, From Venice With Love. That is actually the name of the national PBS special that Giada had. You might have seen it. If you didn't, it was really fantastic. I had an opportunity to work with her on that on many different levels, and emceeing a lot of the concerts to sort of drum up some of the fundraising and investing. A lot of trips to a lot of parts of the United States as well, which was really fantastic. Meeting and greeting so many people, so many fans and supporters. Made a lot of friends as a result in Pittsburgh and Vegas and LA and all over. New York, of course, New Jersey, Connecticut, everywhere. And we also went to Italy. We went to her hometown of Venice and we filmed and we had a blast. Oh my God. If we could only show you the parts where things were crazy, weather and rain sometimes. But I tell you, it was amazing. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Again, she's a dear friend. Matter of fact, our families are friends. She knows my folks and my family. I've met her parents as well. We had dinner in Italy. It's kind of cool, huh? Italian singer Giada Valenti. She's releasing a single with the song Every Time. It's recorded in an unplugged style with just guitar. It's produced by Paul Umbach, of course. You know that is, right? He's worked with artists like Britney Spears and NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys as well. Now, she's collaborated on this song with the young, talented Dutch composer Robert Fischer. She said she wrote the song in honor of all the people in her life that are always there for her in good and bad times. And I tell you, if anything about the last 2 years has taught us is to remember those that you care about. She says all those people that are always there, only a phone call away, one text away, one message away, family, friends, fans, everybody. Circle of love, supporters. That's really what it's all about. She was born and raised in Venice in Europe. She was signed as a young singer with the record label BMG. And in 2005, a major record label in New York City showed real interest in her. Unique voice, romantic music. Then she moved to, she went from Venice. She lived in the Netherlands, London. Matter of fact, in Europe is where she met her husband, JJ, who's her manager as well. Was also a dear friend. And then they came to the United States, New York, then LA, and now Vegas. She's got a lot of frequent flyer miles. In the United States, she's known for her stunning music special, of course, the one we're talking about, the PBS special, From Venice With Love, which aired nationally on PBS television. The airings of the PBS special made it possible for her to do concerts, performing arts centers and theaters all around the country. 2017, she debuted as a headliner in Las Vegas with a wonderful Smith Center for the Performing Arts. And in 2018, she made her debut at Carnegie Hall in New York City. And she returned by popular demand in 2019. For the past 15 years, she's been doing it. Currently residing in Las Vegas, she's released her CDs and I Love You So, Italian Signorina, as well as my Lullaby, From Venice With Love, garnering rave reviews. She performed for 8 years straight on the red carpet for the Columbus Day Parade in New York City, and 12 times grant recipient at one of the wonderful events that used to happen on the grounds of Sergio and Ava Franchi in Stonington, Connecticut, the Sergio Franchi Music Foundation. I had an opportunity to MC that, and Ava's a mutual friend of ours, and she's wonderful. 2019, Giada had the wonderful opportunity to perform with Andrea Bocelli at a wonderful concert benefiting his foundation, which is a beautiful foundation as well, and so much more. Again, in 2021, Silent Night was recorded. That is part of a project for a full album, TV special, concert tour coming up as well. And I'm going to tell you that she makes a mean tiramisu. Yes, you say, how does she have time to make a tiramisu? Well, she does, and it's really, really delicious. Gang, thanks for all the comments coming in. If you want to comment live again, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can do that. Will you put your hands together and join me in welcoming my dear friend, Italian singer, songwriter extraordinaire, Giada Valenti, to the Jim Master Show Live. Here she is. And welcome, Giada. It's so wonderful to have you here from Las Vegas. How are you?
I'm doing great. What an introduction. I've heard all my life.
It passed in front of you quickly, didn't it?
In front of me. I'm like, wow, I've done all that stuff. How are you doing?
Fantastic, my friend. Fantastic. It's been crazy busy, just really, you know how it is. And we've all had to adjust because of the things that have happened the last 2 years. Now, you're a performer, you're a singer-songwriter. We were just talking before we went live on the air that you love to be out there amongst the fans, amongst people like I do. How have you been, and how have you been dealing with the last 2 years? Because it has really been a year of great reflection on our lives, what we want to do next, where we want to go with our lives. How have you been doing, my friend?
Well, it's been, it's been an adjustment. They always say in life you have to adjust to the situation, and boy, COVID was an adjustment, right?
Yes.
I remember I think March 13, 2020, feels like 20 years ago, I debuted a show here in Las Vegas. So it's called Songs from the Movie. I had a musical director and arranger that came all the way from Sicily, my friend Gaetano Randazzo. We had strings on stage. We were like, big plans. I had 20 dates in China. They were almost finalized and booked thanks to my agent. So we were all on the roll, happy to go. And of course, in Europe, being me, European, COVID had already hit big time. So we were like, it won't take long before we get that also in America is going to close. So it wasn't a big surprise for us. But anyway, we did the concert March 13 and March 14. Las Vegas closed. The whole world closed. And we were like, what's next? Just like you said, we all thought maybe it's going to be a short time, but I will never forget, Jim. I was in January, actually, in 2020. I was in New York doing the APAP, the convention.
Yes.
There I performed. And on my way back, we were already, JJ and I, wearing some masks because my mom in Europe said, listen, COVID is eating big time. We're having so many deaths. It was really horrible in Europe. So we were wearing a mask. And this gentleman sitting next to me apparently was a doctor. And he said to me, where are you guys from? I said, well, we go back to Vegas, but we are European. And he said, well, I'm a doctor. He said, I'm just on my way back from a convention. He said, and these things is going to stay with us for 5 years. I remember looking at him. I was like, 5 years, 2 months from now, we're going to be good. I have to go to China. There's so much stuff to do. And Jim, 2 years later, so we are still here talking about COVID. It was tough.
Yes.
But, talking to many of performers, like for sure you did, we all adjust to the situation and we became more human.
Yes.
All the performers that were, we lived in planes, we lived in theaters. Suddenly we were home. I was calling my parents, my mom and dad every day, and my mother-in-law in the Netherlands. And so I was calling also other people. We became more like daughters. We became more childrens of our parents. My parents became even against more parents because they were also checking on me every day. And suddenly we realized how important it is that we could see each other and hug each other every day. And suddenly that was impossible. The normality became something that was not possible anymore. And I don't know for you, for me, it was just like I was missing the oxygen. Because for me,
Yes.
perform, you know me very well. You know that when I'm on stage, I'm feeling in my best, and suddenly I knew that was not possible. So I reinvented myself, like you did. A couple of days later, I put a computer on. I remember from my living room, not here from my studio now, that is JJ's office, and I just will say, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And I remember with JJ and even Gaetano Randazzo, the maestro, passing by behind me with coffee. I was like, "Guys, I'm live here," you know. It was just like insane. But anyway, and before I knew the Giada life was started, you have a novelty team. Me, I started the Circle of Love. I started to have people. I see actually Antonio there and Karen Yanni and some of them that I
Yes, Karen. Hello,
yeah, yeah,
Karen. Good to see you
from
in
people and they
Pittsburgh. And
and also we have some Circle of
Antonio,
Love
welcome.
from all the way from Dublin, Ireland. Antonio
Oh,
is
fantastic. I know that area well. That's for sure. So the Circle of
it's
Love and the Lovities are merging, which is
now we are merging.
beautiful.
We're making all this even
See
this
what we
lot of love.
do when we're together, Giada? We just bring the love together.
And you know, like you did, because you still doing 7 times a week. Me, I've done 100 days every day,
It's
and
crazy, isn't it?
it was crazy because girls needs to put makeup and wash their hair every day. At a certain point, I bought a wig because I'm gonna be bald at a certain point if I wash my hair every day. So,
Right.
and I did it every day. I cooked, I sang, I interviewed people just like you did it. And you know what? It was nice. I got to connect with people that normally I was able to see only on stage. Suddenly I was like,
Right.
hey, you're probably the only one I did not interview. I interview everybody I knew, but you were busy with your whole thing, so we never really could fit the stuff. But and I reinvented myself. Singing in front of, I became an expert now in singing in front, like you, to sing to the little green light in front
A
of you.
little green light, right?
And then imagine an audience of gazillions of people. I don't know, maybe the two of them. I don't know.
Did you sing in the shower too, like your grandmother used to say, if you
No,
don't,
but no, but
celebrate
I
the
saw that
fans?
Josh Groban was doing that. Yeah,
Yes.
right. And I was watching him every day. Just Groban, the big superstar. He was in his shower, like dressed up, of course. Wasn't under the shower naked, but he was singing like all this song. I was like, man, we all became everybody, even the superstar.
Yes.
Everybody, we were all missing each other. We should be honest. Human contact is the most
Yes.
spectacular things we have.
It is. What are some of the things, I've been talking with a lot of folks with this show and then my professional work in TV and radio, and just even asking friends and family. We've all learned something. There's been so many incredible, beautiful, teachable moments that we've learned in the last 2 years because we've had time to really look ahead to our lives and what we want to do next with our lives. And you've seen some people completely change their careers. Some people say, I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something that really touches my heart and inspires me and inspires others. How about for you? What are some things that you learned about Giada during this time of reflection and sort of rebooting?
Well, I've learned, for instance, that I mean, the I love to sing, but I never realized that the most beautiful thing about singing is I always give it for granted, the applause, the presence. I always call it that black hole because from
Yes.
stage I don't see nothing. And now I was singing suddenly at home, and that silence, the black hole,
Yeah.
was not filled with people. And I know they were at the other side, but I was like, that's what music is. Music is giving and receiving. And suddenly I was giving my whole, especially in the beginning, I
Yeah.
was not receiving that. And it was kind of tough. You're at the end. So I realized that that show business is beautiful because of the audience that are there to embrace whatever crazy things we want to give to them. And I realized, for instance, that I always had interest in other people. So
Yeah.
I started to interview people. I've learned so much about dear friends that
Yeah.
I knew for just performing with them. And I never got a conversation with. I've learned stuff from some of them, and I was like, man, I never asked my best friends this, that, or the other. And then suddenly I know so much about old people, and then Jim, I'm sure you had the same experience. Suddenly, after doing this almost every day, I started to have a feedback through the text of the messages from people that really were even more in despair than we were, people that were alone in their home. And that little
Yes.
hour that I was talking to them talking to the green lights without having no idea what was out there.
What was
That
happening?
hour meant the world for them. For some of them, meant even that they had friends because they could talk to other people of the circle of love, and some of them were really close to killing themselves. They didn't have
Mm,
friends, they didn't have family, and suddenly, your brain goes crazy. And I didn't know that moment, that hour that I was there with them was making such a difference in their life. That was the highlights of their day. Some of them, when I was cooking, Jim, I was in my kitchen putting lights and everything and cooking. I'm not a chef. I love to cook. And some people were at home and they were making the same thing and they were sending picture of their food. They
yeah.
said, I did it too. I did it great. And what is next? I was like, we felt like we were, I thought that was like, so I'm glad that my little effort to give my time every day for no money, no
Right.
recognitions,
Right.
really brought so much joy and created so many friendship among
Yes.
people that they have never met each other. I see here Antonio, I see here some of my people, I see all of yours as well. Some of them
Yeah.
they've never met us, or they've never met each other, and they call each other friends. Reach
Yes.
out to each other also outside our live streaming, which I think it's very, very beautiful. And my dream, Jim, is one day, when this is going to be a long time memory, to be somewhere in the world and we can have all your loyalty and the circle of love, everybody, we all go in one location. Should be Vegas, because Vegas is spectacular, whatever place. And I love Vegas, so
Sure.
we should all get together and just celebrate
Yes.
that we survived COVID. We became better persons, because I consider myself a better person now, because I realized that first of all, that I can live in the same room with JJ 24/7, work,
That's
live, breathe, and without having a divorce. Many of our colleagues divorced during COVID, and Garson was one of them. 2 weeks with a husband, full time. Caramba, caramba comes. So
he's very quiet on the other side of that camera.
actually, he's in the living room picking up a phone.
Oh, is it?
He's not even here, so I all by myself. I can say whatever thing I
Oh, you
want.
can say
He's a great
everything.
man.
Yeah.
No, he's on the phone, business go home. But anyway, and during COVID, you mentioned Silent Night. During COVID, I did a live streaming Christmas concert. You know how much I love Christmas. You've been
Yes, I
emceeing a lot
love
of my concerts.
Christmas.
Love under the Christmas tree is my thing. So during COVID, one of my fans said, "You sound so great when you do Christmas songs." I said, "Yes, let's do a Christmas album." One of my fans here from Las Vegas, Roger, said, "Yeah, I can back it up. I can put some cash in." So I called Greg Field, which you know very well,
Greg
eight-time
and
Grammy
Monica.
winning. I said,
Yeah.
"Greg, should we do an album?" He said, "Yes." So during COVID, I recorded 14 songs at Capitol Studios in LA with Nathan
Yes.
East. I had Shelly Bag, who came from Florida. It was the
Florida.
only week we could fly. We went to
I
the
met
only
Shelley
day.
with you in Miami.
Exactly. Shelly is amazing. Nathan East, come on,
I
best
have a
bass
lot
player
of
in the
his
world.
music. Yeah, great
Nate,
jazz.
I had Tarika Kunis, the musical director of Josh Groban on guitar. Anthony Wilson, the musical director of Diana Krall. The two guys never met each other in the studio because they're two of the greatest guitar players in the world. And Diana Krall used only Anthony, and Josh only used Tariq. So we were at Capitol with this amazing group of people, and we recorded 14 songs. And then Greg is crazy. I said, we
You
need
got to
strings.
reduce it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
no, yeah, well, we had 24 songs. We have songs for other 10 albums. But then Greg said, what about having strings? I said, yes, I want to have strings. Christmas music requires strings. So Greg said, you know what? I know the Abbey Road Studios with the Royal Philharmonic. They have nothing to do. Hollywood is closed. So Greg said, let me make a few phone calls. Jim, before I knew, I woke up 6 o'clock in the morning and I had Chris Walden and some other great arrangers, writing string arrangers, and I had the Royal Philharmonic recording strings for my music. I was like, I couldn't believe it. From Abbey Road Studio, and Bob Ziegler was conducting the orchestra. He's the conductor of all the James Bond. So
Yes.
that's been a dream coming true that I have to finish, of course. But I was like, so
Wow.
COVID made it possible.
COVID made it possible.
Everybody had time.
Isn't that incredible? So keeping busy and doing what you got to do, like I've been doing too, you have to, because you got to keep those wheels turning, you got to keep those wheels turning. And
And we love so much what we do. I know you feel the same about what you do.
yes,
We cannot stay
yeah.
still. I mean, for me, already 2 days with the idea that I could not perform anywhere was just like I can't breathe anymore. I have to talk to somebody, and I talk to the green light.
Yeah. The green light. You sure you're not Irish?
I am right now. I'm talking to the green light, even though I
Yeah.
see you over there, my friends. I see you on the screen, very small.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what? Yeah,
You're there.
everybody's saying hello, and we're showing some of the comments
Yes,
as
I see a
well.
lot of people.
Now,
And how is your mom, by the way? We talk. My
everybody's
parents.
doing well. Yeah, the family's doing well, and everybody's doing fantastic. My nephew, big event for my nephew. My nephew is headed next week to Cannes, to
Oh,
France,
friends.
for this extraordinary. He's very deep into artificial intelligence, which is very,
Oh,
very big right now. And he's created this extraordinary artificial intelligence platform. And he's one of a select group from around the world that has
oh,
been picked to be at this extraordinary convention of some of the most brilliant minds in the world.
oh,
And
wow.
he's one of them that has been selected. So the Associated Press just put out a whole thing on him. The Digital Journal just put out a whole article on him. My nephew Dominic and my sister's son. And it's been something he's been working on since he was a teenager,
Oh, awesome.
locked himself in the room building it, and it's incredible. And he's going to be on the panel of some of the greatest minds in the world as he presents this incredible company that he has started in France next week. Everybody's so excited and
That's
proud of
awesome.
him. Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's going to help law enforcement, healthcare, school
Very important.
systems. It's really an amazing, all the uses of the virtual reality and the artificial intelligence. And we're so very, very proud of him. And yeah,
Awesome.
it's going to be truly, truly amazing. So yeah, everybody's doing well, and I'm
Give my
good.
love
And
to everybody. My mom also said, say hello to Jimmy Boy today. My
Jimmy,
mom
that's right.
said,
She calls me
yeah,
Jimmy,
Jimmy Boy.
right?
Yeah, Jimmy.
That's
I said, Ma, I'm doing an interview with Jimmy today. So how is Jimmy? Jimmy's doing great. So they give it a love. They're doing great. Also, my parents too. So they
oh,
were
that's
happy that we're
fantastic.
reunited.
That's
And I was in Venice, of course, not so long ago. I saw Andrea, I saw all the friends of our PBS
yes.
time over there. Everybody's doing great. And I'm going back. Actually, I do a concert in Las Vegas, April the 20th. I thought you mentioned it in the
Yes, we're
beginning.
going to mention that.
Yeah,
Yes, that's exciting.
that's
Yes,
exciting. It's a new show called Romance and Fun. You know me, a lot of funky story. It's going to be, and a lot of love story.
exactly.
And then I'm going back to Italy. So I'm going to see my mom and dad in a little bit more than 2 weeks. And I'm going to be there for a whole month.
Are you?
Yep, I'm going. Yeah, I have some project going on in the Netherlands where my career
Yes.
started as a singer. You
Right.
mentioned, and I got some opportunity offered to me and on television, which
Yes.
is a new kind of thing for me, but has to do with singing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, why not? New country. I
Sure.
speak Dutch, so
That's
I
right.
said,
A couple of
time to
different languages, right? How many? 6, I think,
I
or
speak 5, and
5.
actually during COVID, because I see she's there during COVID. I wanted to, like you, try to be entertaining for everybody. And a friend of
Yes.
mine who was watching me, Diane Fiorentino, here in Las Vegas. She
Diane.
has a son who is deaf, and she said, deaf people with us wearing masks. Many of us were a celebrity were doing also social media kind of thing, but
Yeah.
deaf people could not understand a thing. So I said to her, how do they communicate? And she said, well, American Sign Language. And I said, can you please teach me? So she told me American Sign Language. So now if I want, not everything, because I'm still learning, I can sing and sign songs, which I think it's a beautiful thing, because of course deaf people cannot hear the music. They can hear
No.
the vibration. So
Right.
if the song is fast or slow, they can feel that. And I can sign a song. So you mentioned Silent Night. I did a couple of television things where I was, and even my concert in Las Vegas, where I sang and signed the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a song coming up that is called Every Time. And this is the sign for every time, Jim. So 2 hands like this, one goes down, and then you do like this. So every time. That's the title of my song.
That is
It's huge.
fantastic. That's congratulations on that, huh?
It's,
I,
you know, it's a little thing, and the good thing, I mean, you watch the Oscars too. I know somebody slapped somebody. Everybody's
mm,
talking about that
mhm.
things, you know. But
Yeah.
for me, one of the most beautiful thing was the movie Coda.
Oh, yes, that won all those fabulous
I thought it
Oscars.
was magnificent.
Yes.
That that night I couldn't see the Oscar because I had something else to do. I had a little part in a movie and was premiering that night. So I was somewhere with friends watching my own little part in a movie, very small, but the first movie I ever made. But then all my friends were texting me, and Diane was next to me, that Coda was winning all the prizes, and we were like, yes,
Isn't
that's
that cool? That
deaf
is
awareness all the way through.
absolutely. That is so cool. You and I have had, we're going to talk about the song, we're going to talk about the concert and other cool things, but you and I have had so many extraordinary experiences together in ways that I don't think we could ever script it. So many funny moments, so many moments bouncing around in vans. I mean, but it goes back to this one particular night when I, went back home to New York, to Long Island, and came along with, we were introduced to each other by some colleagues. And I said, you know what? I'm a gentleman. I think on the way down, I'll stop off, get some flowers and what have you, and wanted to present them to you. And did that. And there we are at the Dix Hills Performing Arts Center, Long Island. And you were
That's a
stretching your
beautiful
arms
photo. Yeah.
you were stretching your arms out to reach them, but you almost ended up in my arms.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday.
Wasn't that something? That was
Oh,
I think, the very first time that we
the first
actually
time.
met some almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was such a fantastic night, right? It was just so much fun.
Was it
Uh,
in Dix Hill
that
that we
was
went?
Dix Hills, Long
Dix
Island, New York, right?
Hill.
And since then we've had an opportunity to do a lot of really cool things together.
Oh
One
yeah.
of them was to travel to your home base, to Italy, to Venice, and work on that PBS television special. And we were shooting all kinds of segments all over Venice. We were in the canals, we were on speedboats, we were walking, we were climbing, we were
I seen that picture. Do you remember? I almost lost the shoes when we stepped into a gondola. Do you remember? Oh my God.
There it is. Now, do you remember his name? Remember, you knew the
Oh Jesus, I
gondolier,
forgot.
the
Oh
nice guy with his wife, the husband and
yes,
wife.
husband and
Remember?
wife, they're champions in rowing.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw actually her. I forgot his name actually. I saw
Yeah.
her last time I was in Venice.
This is some of the
Yeah.
behind the scenes, folks, of when we traveled to Italy and we were filming segments for From Venice with Love, which we did in Italy, but then also did in New York when she was on stage for the filming. And then we also went to Miami to film national pledge
Yeah.
breaks with PBS, which was really, really cool and really, really special. Here are some photos from the actual PBS special as well. And we know everybody that's in these photos when we were there, huh?
Yeah.
And it
Those.
turned, it was really something. It really came together beautifully, but it didn't go, without a lot of hard work and a
Oh
lot of
boy.
blood, sweat, and tears
Oh,
to make it all happen behind the scenes, and everything had to happen just right. And didn't you have a cold or something that day? You weren't.
I wanted to just say, I mean, every time I enjoy it so much. Today I post on my Instagram a video of Light My Fire because apparently in 1967 the Doors recorded that song, and I posted the video. And if people watch any clip on my PBS special, I have a cold sore in my lips, and I had a fever of close to 100. I remember, and I was sick. Do you remember, Jim? And I
Yes.
was so sick that day. And yet, the moment I step into the stage, everything, I mean, there was no other way. I mean, we had work, all of us, a group of amazing people. We worked so hard for that day to make it happen. And I remember that morning, I said, there's no way that this is not going to happen. And I sang. The only thing, if people really are careful listening, you can hear have a little bit of a nose, a little bit. Sometimes I listen to my thing, and especially some resounding words, and you can hear that they're a little bit more nasal. But hey, Celine Dion sings with a nose,
But
and
everybody,
in a way of Korea, right? I love her. So, but yeah, it was so
and
sweet.
here's where we're actually on the boat. And to remember the amount, this is really terrific, but we had to approach that little bridge several times where we were talking and they were filming, and then they would have to bring the, go backwards with the boat, and we'd have to do it again. And then, something happened with the audio, and then we'd have to reverse the boat and everybody was watching us. And it was really, and what was really funny was there was one particular shot where we were in the boat. I remember it fondly, and we were really decked out for that particular scene. You were all dressed to the nines. I was in a nice suit and everything. And there were these tourists that they were following us. They were running down the streets following us as we were filming. And I think they thought, because at the same time we were doing this, I think it was George Clooney got married in Venice with his wife. From a distance, they thought we were them. And that was hilarious. That was really, there's another with the crew and everybody. And it was just really, we had so many laughs and so much.
Sarah, and Christina,
yes.
San Marco. Yes.
These are all in the various canals in Venice, and which during COVID they said were nice and blue during COVID, huh?
I was there for Christmas actually in December. And Jim, there was like maybe 10% of what the tourists, the number of tourists. So there was already a little bit of tourists, but then it was so quiet. The water was clean. It was almost going back 100 years back, I think, where people were not. Venice was magnificent. Of course, all my friends were very sad because Venice needs tourists.
Yes.
But, it was just, there were no vaporetto, which are the big, even no gondolas on the water. So the canals were empty. It was surreal. It was surreal.
And we went to the home of the incredible Pino Donaggio, which was really something very special. And he started playing the piano, and, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, of course, his song, which you sang as well. That was something quite special, huh?
It was, I have a good relationship with him. Yeah, I was so happy that you were there with me. Pino Donaggio, everybody knows him for You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, of course, Io che non vivo senza te. But the man, he has done so much music for soundtracks. And the last time I saw him in December, we went for lunch together. The man is close to 80 and still writes so much music. And he wrote a song for me, by the way, which
beautiful.
I have. After he wrote You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, he kind of left the pop music.
Yes.
He wrote songs from the movies. And I was saying, Pino, you should write music. You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. It's a classic. And one day, out of the blue, Jim, he said, I have a gift for you. And he sent me an MP3, which is a file with a song. And he said, I wrote this for you. It's a beautiful song, very sad. And I said to Pino, why are you writing such a sad song for me? And I'm an happy person. He said, listen to me, kiddo. He said, everybody, if you want to have a successful song, it's going to be a sad one, because everybody listen to music when they have a broken heart. I was like, and You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, actually. He wrote it for his wife. He's still married to Rita.
Right.
And it's kind of a sad song, because he said nobody wants to have a song that said, I am so happy, I'm feeling so great. I'm like, Pino, I do that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's a song for me, which I have to record one of these days. For now, I'm the only 2 ears who listen to it is me.
It's just you.
But it's a beautiful song. So what an honor, right? The man is a legend.
Oh, absolutely. And he was so warm and welcoming. And what was really cool is you were the translator for me, because we were interviewing him, and I was doing the questions in English, and then you would translate the English into Italian. Then he would answer you, and then you would answer me. That is teamwork.
That's true. Yeah. And actually, many people, I'm sure, they're wondering, why did we miss those interviews? It's funny because then at the end, PBS decided to have me and Jim go to Miami and do the pledge interview in Miami in the studio. So we never ended up using the one we did in Venice. But
There we are in Miami.
there is Miami, me and Jim. But I mean, the one we did in Venice was spectacular with, the background of,
Really, well, hey, anytime you want to do that again, I'm available and I'm
Yeah.
there.
I'm always saying one of these days we should release those interview, like, secret,
Yes.
only for our
Like
for the
behind the
lovers in the circle
scenes
of love.
and well, and this is for folks just tuning in. This is John and I in Miami at WPBT Channel 2, and we were actually filming the national PBS pledge breaks, which get inserted into the PBS specials to support the particular show that you're watching. But aside from all the fun professional stuff, we've had a lot of laughs too.
It's an after party after one of the concerts.
Yes.
From the radio, by the way.
Yes.
Our friend Rita. Yeah.
Yes, Rita. Haven't seen Rita in a while. We've got to get together with everybody,
Yeah.
Mike and Hannah Marie and Rita. This is another fabulous time. And here we actually were in Astoria, and there's my mother next to me, and you and JJ.
Yes, Mom Ellen is there. Yes.
And we came to see you guys because I think I was doing some voiceover work at your apartment for the special, right?
It's true. You came to my apartment to record some voiceover. Yeah. And you brought your mama. And look how big is that pizza. It's bigger than all.
Speaking, well, we always have had a lot of food around us, as we see here.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a nice one. That is in Queens.
Yes.
This is Rosalia Cangelosi, is the mother of Mike Cangelosi, who is the guy that built the beautiful stage that people can see if they watch clip of my PBS special. And Rosalia, I don't know if she's watching, she's an amazing chef. And we were invited
built that stage there.
Yeah, that stage. Yeah, Mike built that stage. Mike Cangelosi.
They have a beautiful woodworking company and design company in Brooklyn, New York. And that's where that was created by hand.
In 4 days, he built the staircase, everything. I remember a month later, Jim, I went to the same theater, the Madison Theater, and somebody said to me, "I didn't really, but what is the stage?" I said, "That stage was mine. This is the normal one. There is nothing." So the stage was wide. Everybody was like, they saw the PBS and they saw that the Madison Theater at that stage. I said, "No, that was built for me by Mike Cangelosi from GMP." And
people wanted to film there after you and say, "Oh, I want what that other person had," and just like, sorry.
It's done. There was that Venice stage was built for me. And it was a work of art, really.
Yes.
Because Mike did it in 4 days. And then, all of us, we worked so intensively. I remember the big chandelier took 1 day and 1 night to 1 day to put it together and 1 day to take it up pieces, because we had 1 day to film the whole PBS special. And then the day after, they needed to clean up. Then in the night, while we were having a party, they took down the whole stage, chandeliers included.
Isn't that amazing how they did that quickly too?
That was crazy.
There's another shot there. There's
that shot on stage. Yeah, because of course, Jimmy, you did the MC of the concert. So you welcomed and warmed up the people like you have done so many times for me. We had so much fun to that. Look at
that chandelier, like you said, was taken apart and put together piece by piece.
Yes.
And brought to the shop, beautiful shop. It's kind of, I think it's Patti Page that was very famous for that song, "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window?" But you were walking the streets of Manhattan and said, "How much is that chandelier in the window? I'd like that."
I wanted to have a chandelier because From Venice With Love, Venice is famous for the glass work, right? Murano. And I had contacted my friends in Murano and they said, "Listen, we can make one for you and ship it, but it's going to take 6 months." And I said, "I don't have 6 months. I have 6 weeks." So he said, "That's impossible." So one day I was coming out of Bloomingdale's, behind the back doors of Bloomingdale's in Manhattan, and there he was, Jim, was this huge chandelier. People have no idea how big it was. So, and I see it. I called JJ and I said, "JJ, I saw the chandelier." So we go to the store and this nice Russian gentleman, and he said, "Oh, sure, you can have it, my dear. It's $60,000. I said, "Well, I do not have it. I don't want to buy it. I just want to have it." For a show. And he said it's going to take too much time to put it together. So, and I invited him to 54 Below for a concert a few nights later. You were emceeing, I guess. So the guy came with his wife and he loved the show.
There
Yeah,
it
that was
is.
us after the party that night. He came with his wife, and the wife loved the show, and she said, "You have to give her their chandelier." So he had a guy, a French guy, that stood there for I don't know how many hours to build the chandelier and then to dismantle the chandelier just for a thank you. I mean, I didn't ever have to pay any. I mean,
Isn't that
it's
incredible?
it was just. I mean, people are amazing. And in this world, in my experience, there are so many people that are so giving and generous and so nice. I mean, we are blessed with in this world with so many good people. Look at us.
Yeah.
Where was that? That's Pierre Cano, my makeup artist. What
That
the other
was in the city. Yeah, that was was it that SIR Source Studios, I believe?
her studio? Yes,
Yes.
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 This was one of them because I mean we did many together. We did many of these we call showcase. Basically, I was performing for an hour. And we were
Yes.
trying to find funding for doing what we wanted to do with the PBS. So that was one of those nights, right? That's me and you for
Exactly.
sure somewhere on the street having fun. Oh yes, that's the radio. We went. Did
That's
we go to Joy
it was
Reynolds?
Joey Reynolds, yes, in New York.
Yes.
Yes. That was
Did
a
we
lot
go
of
to the Joe Piscopo together or no? Because they're in
fun.
the same station, 77 WABC.
No,
Was one of
yeah, he's on the is he on the Answer AM Answer
Oh,
something
you're right. Yeah, this was
670,
Joy
I think?
Reynolds one. Yeah.
Yes. Uh, but this is a great one of everybody. This was sort of the dinner in Venice with the crew and family and
My mom
everybody
and dad I see there. Yeah.
when we were filming, which was
Yeah.
really, really nice. That was such a special,
And that
special.
was at the restaurant Tre Archi. We were talking. That's my friend Sarah. I
How's
did
she doing?
Sarah is doing great.
Yeah,
She's
brilliant makeup artist, huh?
yeah, she's fantastic.
Skincare and
Yeah, she's
yeah.
mainly skincare, and I see her every time I go to Italy. She take care of my face. She's amazing in microblading of
Yes, and
eyebrows.
microblading and
Yeah, she does all these things. She's amazing. And there's us in one of the bridges. Yeah, I see her every time. I'm gonna see her in 2 weeks. So that's us, I guess, after the
that's
filming.
actually a nice close-up of that dress too that was custom made in Venice, 2 of them that were used for the
Yeah,
special, right?
made by Antonia Sauter. Yeah, was
Yeah, which was
amazing designer. Yeah, made by hands. It
more
was
eating.
We're always eating. I think that one was a Christmas party.
Yes.
Yeah, it
That
sounds like we're eating like a pizza with Nutella and sugar.
yes, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was when we met up in the city. We were headed somewhere, and that was in front of the tree in Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. And then we went, I believe you were staying in Westchester, and we all met up in Westchester. It wasn't at Marcello's restaurant. It was this other restaurant that we went to with our friends. So
yeah,
you
I see.
have
Yeah, Rita. Yeah,
John and me and Mike and
yes, all of
JJ.
us. The gang. Are they
You,
watching? Are
Rita.
they all here? Because I know Mike and Anna Maria normally they are watching.
Yes, yeah, they should be here. If not, they can see it in the
TV.
archives after. You
Yeah,
know,
I
the,
see Johnny and Rita from Profumi d'Italia is a radio show in Long Island. Hello. John was not feeling very well, Jimmy, but he's
oh,
doing
he's
much.
not.
John, the
Oh,
husband of
yeah, Rita's husband. He's not
yeah.
feeling well.
He was not feeling well during COVID. Yes, I miss him,
Uh,
but Rita said that he's doing much better. So it's nice to see all of us. Look at us.
yeah, well,
Look at my
so many good times, and that's a great shot when we were in Venice. The sun was sort of setting, and we were capturing it as
that's
we
the
were going along there, which was really, really nice.
with the
So,
Rialto Bridge on the back.
mhm.
Yeah,
And
good
then, of
time,
course,
right?
oh, we had an awesome time. And then this was at Carnegie Hall, right? And
Yes,
you've
yes,
seen me MC at Carnegie
yeah.
Hall several times, and then you had an opportunity to perform there as well, which is a beautiful experience,
Oh man,
right?
and you did the big room as well. I mean, that place is spectacular. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful, iconic theater. There is like a presence in the
Hmm.
things. Like I think all these artists that have performed there, they leave something in there. When you are there backstage, it's just like magical, right?
Hmm.
I love that place. Yeah, it looks like I'm looking like the ceiling, like I'm seeing a ghost.
You're looking up, saying, "Wow,
It's true.
this is really happening?"
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I've seen many spectacular plays, and sometimes I see a picture and I'm recall exactly. I mean, people have no idea how much beauty we see as artists when we see our audience.
Yes.
And you've been there. I mean, it's just fantastic. You want to laugh?
Oh, I love it. I love it. We got a toast.
Look at that. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you've been Portnoyed, haven't you?
I've been
That
Portnoy,
looks like
yeah.
that's a Portnoy. It looks
That's
like
a
a Portnoy.
Portnoy, yeah.
That's a
Here
nail.
in Vegas, we all have at Portnoy things.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Chin chin.
To us. I was
Look at the size of that pink straw.
you know why? Because normally I have a lot. Yeah, this is funny, right? Normally I have a very another cup. So I said, JJ, go and take my Giada Portnoy cups. And he did. I forgot to bring a little straw. This is very long. Anyway, you know, on stage I always have red lipstick, so I can drink with the cups of the glass. So I always have the straw. But this is I got it from my friend Linda. It's quite a big one.
Very cool. Very nice. And then, you know, I talked about Carnegie Hall. I talked about the specials and everything else and all the great times we've had together. And then you had an opportunity at a wonderful charity fundraiser for Andrea Bocelli's beautiful foundation to have an opportunity to perform with him too. Another pinch me moment, huh?
That was unbelievable. You know how they say sometimes in life you don't know everything. I mean, I've met Andrea in Rome many years back, and then I've been an admirer of Andrea. I know while I was filming with PBS, Mark Cataldo, PBS New York, and everybody on Channel 13 was saying, "Oh, you have to meet the man. You and him will be so great together." It never happened. And then I moved here to Venice, and I call sometimes a radio show here called Dennis Bono that they filmed.
Oh, Dennis, yeah, he does he's from the East Coast. I think
exactly. He's from Connecticut, not from California.
Yeah.
So when Corey Sachs is out of town doing other things, I have the honor to cause the show with him. And so I became good friends with him. And one time he said, his wife, Lorraine Hunt, she said, my mom is turning 102, Mama Maria.
Yeah.
She's from Venice like me. And she said, we are doing a big event at the Lou Ruvo Center here in Las Vegas. It's a very prestigious place. She said, would you like to come? So I said, yes. So there were only 3 performers as guests, me, Clint Holmes, and Frankie Scinta.
Clint Holmes, yeah. He was just a guest recently.
I saw it. I mean, I love the man.
He's
so
awesome. And
he's
Kelly.
Awesome. So there is a band on stage. And here in Las Vegas, of course, if there are musicians on stage and you are a performer, you got called on stage. So they called me on stage and I sang Volare. Never I knew basically Mama Maria's sister is Angela. Yes. And she's the daughter of Larry Ruvo. She's the mother of Larry Ruvo. Larry Ruvo comes to me. He's one of the most powerful men in Las Vegas. And he said, would you like to meet Andrea Bocelli and maybe to sing with him? I'm like, what? He said, I think you guys would be great together. I forgot all about it. A couple of weeks later, Veronica Bocelli emailed me. I'm like, Veronica Bocelli, the manager and wife? And she said, I've heard from Larry Ruvo that you are great. Would you love to sing with Andrea? So, Jim, buy a little simple Volare done as a present, you know, for fun, because I don't think it was even my best way of singing the song. I just was having tons of fun with this musician. I got to meet Andrea and to sing with him and became friends with him, because now I'm in constant contact with him and his wife. They are amazing. Every time he's in Las Vegas, I'm able to go backstage and hang out with them. It's just magnificent. I mean, and who knows what more will come from just a simple thing that I mean, it's unbelievable. But anyway, and Andrea
he's really something. As you know, I've worked on some of the specials with public television for his concerts, and Love from Portofino and some of the others. It's just really he's the
man is just like
quite amazing. Quite amazing.
I'm sure you met him too. I mean, how polished and quiet and magnificent he's on stage. So funny and outgoing he's off stage.
Yes, exactly.
Italian. I remember they escorted me because you don't get to sound check with him or to rehearse with him. They give you the song, you have to sing with him. Was 3 duets and 1 solo song.
Were you nervous at all?
I was freaking out first because I also had asked Andrea if he could change a melody or something that was too high in key for me. And his wife said, yeah, that will happen. So I got to sound check. And this was in a beautiful place in Lake Tahoe. And I'm there. They flew in from New York City, the sounds, everything is there. The musicians, they flew in from Italy, a piano player. So the guy said, would you like to rehearse your song? Yeah, sure. My solo song was La Vie en Rose. Yes. So I do La Vie en Rose. And then he said, would you like to sound check also the song that you're going to do with Andrea? I said, yes, when the maestro gets here, when Andrea gets in. So no, Andrea doesn't do the sound check. You're going to meet him at the moment that you guys go on stage.
And
I
you're
said,
gonna go
what?
right. Yeah.
I could freak out, Jim, whole way. I was like, what? So I texted Veronica. They were still in Los Angeles. She said, we're going to be there at 6. Showtime was at 7. But he said, because you are a friend with Larry, we do an exception. You're going to get to meet the man backstage. So they escort me to the room of Andrea at 6 o'clock. Andrea was on a couch, still with his jeans. And I walked in, and they say, nobody says nothing, actually. And I see Andrea on the couch, and I said, Andrea, sono Giada Valenti. In Italian, Andrea, I'm Giada Valenti. As soon as he heard mine in Italian, he said, sei Italiana. Oh, I thought you were an American. You were speaking English. He loves to speak Italian, and he didn't stop Jim for half an hour. And I was watching the clock. I was like 6:30. I said, sorry to interrupt you, Andrea. I said, but in half an hour we're going on stage, and I asked you to change something. And the funny thing, he said to me, we are singing La Vie en Rose. How do we split the parts? I said, no, I'm singing La Vie en Rose.
Right.
I'm not singing. So we didn't even know what we were doing. So I said, but we are singing this song. So the guy is amazing. It was so funny. So we rehearsed that part together, one song, little 30 seconds. And then he said, okay, my dear, I go for a walk and we see you on stage. And that was, I went on stage and we sang together without never have actually. They also changed the sound, so I had to walk him on stage, which was a little bit intimidating for me.
Sure. Yes.
Because I touch his hands and I walk on stage, and then he said to me, Giada, I am blind, you have to keep me closer. So he really grabbed me, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. He was
And there were many
depending on
accidents. Jim, you would have loved it. They put me on the right, on the left side, because I wanted to use that mic and not the classical mic. So Andrea always have the singer on the right side. So he turns on the right side, Giada, where are you? I said, I'm on the other side. He was like, why are you there? That's the space of the conductor. And I was like, Andrea, they put me here because I'm using. So it was just fun. We had so much fun together, and we became friends. That was a magical night. So
Oh yeah, some of those nights, you know, you
I'll
can't.
forget
Again,
that.
you can't script them. They're magical,
They're magical.
and I love when things like that happen. It's so fantastic, and you,
Unexpected, fantastic.
yeah. So Silent Night. Now I have a huge collection of Christmas music of every kind. I have a climate controlled storage unit. We pay monthly for, that has hundreds of albums, reel to reel, CDs, cassettes, music of all kinds. The version of Silent Night, and to have the backing with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, with Greg, of course, working to make all that happen. What was that experience like? I know you wanted to sort of bring that out this year, but then sort of the COVID situation got in the way, but it's going to probably come out this year, right?
Yeah, we hope that we're going to be able to pull up the tour together, because it's like a 10-year project that I want to do. I want to do more Christmas music every year. So I hope my agent will be able to put together a couple of dates for this Christmas, so I can finish the album. At the album, we're planning to do like a lot of concert and maybe a Christmas special with all the music. And finger crossed, so we will see in August how we're going to be with all these situations, and hopefully it's going to happen. And otherwise I keep releasing little singles until we can really go.
A lot of people are doing that. I've noticed a lot of people, to stay connected and keep going, they've been releasing like a single versus an album right now, just to keep connected with everybody and delivering the content. You too?
Yeah, and I'm still doing. I mean, I have a single every time the song I have written comes out April 15, and I'm planning to have every month, every 6 weeks actually, a new songs to put up there with a video clip, and I do sign language to every songs, and I try to do that, and keep you know, you have to keep giving music to your audience. I mean, I sing for them; they love to hear the music that I do, so it's a work of art, and we have to keep busy. So if I cannot put the whole album this year, let's say it's going to happen next year, but I hope. It looks like things will be happening this year, but we don't know. But I'm very excited about everything. There are so many little things. I will keep you updated to all the things. I mean,
And you
that's
have this
that's
too,
every
right?
time. April 15, everybody can go on Spotify,
Was that shot
Amazon.
taken in, that's in Venice, right?
Venice. We
Yeah.
took it actually in Venice last September. It was just a shot. I was walking by and Gigi took a picture, and then I was looking for a cover for Every Time, and I said, hey, let's do that one. I mean, Every Time is a personal song to me. I wrote it with Robert Fisher, and because, I mean, in honor of all the people that are so special in my life, always there for me in ups and downs. And Venice is also part of my life. I mean, I walked those bridges ever since I was a child, so everything came together, and that was the cover. So April 15, I hope that everybody, they can already find on my YouTube channel, they can already hear the song. There is a lyrics video, so they can see. Yeah, I already made a lyrics video already a while back during COVID. Actually, I did it, and we're gonna film in a video clip this Sunday.
Nice.
And Saturday, sorry, yeah, in Las Vegas. So next week they're gonna have also a video clip, and then we're gonna do something else with American Sign Language. So I'm gonna let you know. So maybe you can show it also to
your absolutely. I also want to show some of our viewers some of the other things that we had an opportunity to do while in Venice, which were these little sort of vignette videos. And you know, in working in television, I love this kind of stuff. And you and I were taken around in the gondola, just like we were like rock stars, and we were, you know, we were presenting it as if I'm the American television host presenter, and you were taking me to your Venice and showing me your hometown. And we have a couple of those little clips I would love to share with the audience. Here is 1 minute in Venice with Giada and yours truly.
We've only just begun to live, while lace some promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. We've only just begun before the
I can't believe the sights and sounds of this city. Now where are we, Giada? This is gorgeous behind us here.
We are at the famous Ponte dei Sospiri.
Oh, is that Sighs? What is that?
The Bridge of Sighs.
The Bridge of Sighs. Okay. So what is the meaning of that?
Well, actually, it was very sad. It was the bridge of the prisoner of crossing to go to jail. So
yeah.
Here was the Palazzo Ducale.
On the left, so like an executive White House type thing.
And they were going, they said you have to go to jail. They were walking there,
crossing.
And there, this side was jail.
This is the jail here.
Yeah. And there was recently a documentary, so you were able to see the prisons over there. They were very, very narrow with no window whatsoever. And they said that there was only one person who was able to escape from the Bridge of Sighs in Ponte dei Sospiri. Yes.
Wow.
And yes, we've just begun.
That was fun, right? We have a few actually. We did a few of them. They're all in my YouTube channel. We had a lot of fun. It's funny. There are so many traditions and stories and things. And you're very curious. You were asking, what is that? What is that? And all the stuff came to mind, right? We should do more of the stuff.
Absolutely. I got another quick one to show for everybody. Here's another one, gang. Enjoy this.
Feel so blue, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time.
And it's so quiet, right?
Yes, it really is.
The only thing you can hear is the water sound. It's
the lapping of the water.
Yes.
This is something that I think everybody should at least visit and experience once or twice in their life.
Where the folks are fine and the world is mine.
Gondola traffic jams occasionally.
Yes, they are. They have traffic light. They have the meter for the speed limit. They have one-way streets, and yes, they have. I mean, it's just like streets of water, but not streets. Oh, I'll never be blue. My dreams come true.
Could we do this next week too? Wonderful memories, I tell you, huh?
Yeah, Venice is. It's just spectacular. I'm always say you can take a selfie in Venice, and you don't have to put filters on that one because nobody will look at your face. Everybody will look at this ground. So I'm always say no filters in Venice.
Antonio, the pastry chef. Congratulations, Mr. Jim, for the splendid evening, masterfully conducted with Giada. Thank you very much, Antonio, and welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. And Kathleen, Giada, thank you for spending time with us. Kathleen Walker, you've met Kathleen in New York City.
Did I?
Yeah, at Carnegie Hall. I invited her to
Kathleen.
come. Yeah, she was there. Christine says, gorgeous song, gorgeous voice, glorious video. Beautiful from Merlin watching in Canada. Austin Fields says, these are excellent clips. Gondola rides are incredible experience in Venice. Lovely voice and video. Absolutely. And beautiful. And yeah, it's really fantastic to look back at all of this and more to come. But you also have a fantastic concert that is coming up as well. This is something really special. Tell us about this, my friend.
So it's first of all, it's in our beautiful Smith Center. I don't know if Jim, you ever been? You have to come and see it. This is spectacular.
Yes, isn't it great?
It's amazing. It's one. I think it's one. They said it's one of the 10th most beautiful performing arts centers of the United States and the world, and it's true. It's spectacular. That picture actually was taken by Myron Martin himself, the guy that gives the name to the room. And that's the background that we have in that beautiful room. And I'm going to be performing with some amazing musicians, actually from Las Vegas, Pablo Gara, Stephen Lee, which is the musical director of Marie Osmond. The good things about being in Vegas, I mean, there are so many great musicians here. Dave Ostrom on bass, which is the bass player of Donny Osmond that I'm going to be seeing next Tuesday. And it's a nice of romance and fun. I call it like that because I'm going to be singing. Now you just played the clip of Blue Bayou. It was not in the show. I have to put Blue Bayou back in the show. There are so many love songs and funny stories. And basically, I will go with people through the path of love and romance, you know. The first time ever I saw your face, and then the question starts, will you still love me tomorrow? And then we go on with, if you go away, because, you know, love is everything. When you fell in love, you feel like you have the world in your hands, but it also makes you a little bit insecure because you are so happy. And when you have so much happiness in your hands, you're afraid to losing it, and sometimes those things happen. So it's going to be a beautiful concert with love songs and stories about love and tons of fun, because they always say I'm the stand-up comedian of music, which is true. I share a lot of love and romantic music, but I always like to make people laugh.
Well, tell them the story about the singing, your grandmother, and the singing in the shower.
That's that's a live lesson. And I still close my concert with that one to thank my audience. My grandmother used to say that if one day I was lucky to do what I love so much, music, she said, don't you ever forget to be grateful for every person that come to your concert. They will buy your CD, they watch PBS, they will pledge for you. They will be at the Gym Masters watching you on YouTube, because she used to say, if it wasn't for them, you would be singing under the shower. And it's so true, right? Are the fans that allowed us to be what we are and to do what we do. So this is a sign for I love you, and which means in sign language, which I love you. And I really do love them. Actually, it means I love them very, very much. And I do love them very, very much. I mean, they are the reason why I can do what I can do. So and it's a nice of law. And by the way, if they cannot be at the Smith Center, Jim, they can go on giadavalenti.live and they can watch in live streaming the concert.
Very
I will give a
nice.
tag to you so you can watch from Connecticut. You can watch us. And everybody who wants to watch it, they can go on giada.live and they can tune in and they can see the concert, the musicians, and I will chat with them. I cannot read the chat, but I will do it the day after, of course. But I will make sure that I will sing for the people for another green camera over there. And actually, the Smith Center actually have 3 cameras, so they can get pretty close to us. We did it for the Christmas concert. We did also a live streaming, and then I watched it the day after. I was like, boy, they can come very close to me, kind of scary close. If you know what I mean, right? We always like scared to see the camera that close, but anyway.
Right, I tell you, exactly. For the folks that are watching for the first time, how did you first get started? You were listening to, was it your grandmother's records and sort of really sparked an interest
Singing in
for
church, singing in church. Was singing in church in the legs, sitting on there with a bunch of old people. My grandmother was a singer, and before I knew, she said, "Hey, you can sing in keys." She brought me to music lessons, singing lessons, and I never stopped ever since. Never made a decision to be a musician or a singer. I always say that I follow my happiness. Music, it's my happiness, and that's what I did. And that's the thing. And by the way, we're talking about the concert because I have to leave you soon because I'm going to Mauricio Emanuel. I'm lucky enough that I love to perform, but I love to wear those gowns that I wear.
Oh, yes.
And Mauricio Emanuel, I'm waiting me for, I'm already expecting me, and they're going to be making me a beautiful gown.
They're doing a fitting and everything for you?
It's going to be the first fitting. Actually, it's the discussion, what they're going to make. I said to them, I wanted something romantic. So probably I'm going for pink. I never wear pink. So maybe I'm going to be wearing a pink. You will see
the last time I was at a fitting with you was in Venice, Italy.
It's true. You were at the fitting of those beautiful gowns. Well, I wish you were here to meet Mauricio Emanuel.
I got to get over there. I got to come to Vegas. And when you're on the East Coast, you know, we got to get together again because we've been working so hard.
Now we are able to fly again.
Now we can travel. And before we wrap, why do you love this so much? Why do you love doing what you're doing? What are some of those blessings and joys? I usually like to ask my guests some of the blessings and joys in their life that sort of forge them forward through thick and thin to do what they love so much as they inspire other people.
First of all, it's a tough work because when they ask me, I want to be a musician, I say, make sure that you really love it because the ups are much less than the downs. But what I love the most about my profession is the joy the music brings to others. Music makes me happy. And, we are all in the show business. As human beings, we want to feel happy, and music makes me happy. And I feel the blessing from God is that I can do what I do and I can make people happy. I receive so many messages of people that really love what I do, my music. They when they come to the concert for 2 hours, I make them laugh, I make them dream, I make them shed the tears. And that's a reward. That's something that I hope one day when I'm going to be dead, people will remember me like, oh, you remember that Giada that was making me laugh and it was making me so happy while I was listening to her music. That's what music is. It's they take us away from our life. We make us forget and brings back emotion. So I feel blessed for that. So,
absolutely. And you've been doing it beautifully, my friend. And I've had an opportunity to be there on so many special occasions and definitely more to come, my friend. We really have forged such a beautiful friendship that goes beyond just all the work.
Exactly.
We've had so many wonderful times. I wish you nothing but continued success, love, health for you and JJ and everybody. And say hi to mom and dad for me.
I will. I say hello to everybody on the chat. I'm sure the chat is staying there, so I'm going to read all the messages.
Yes.
And Jim, thank you so much for having me. And I'm looking forward to see you hopefully very soon for more adventures around the world.
Absolutely, my friend. I hope the show met whatever expectations you had and you enjoyed the time with me as much as I have with you.
I love it. I love it. And, I love you. So raise your hands. I love you too. And I'm going to be seeing you soon.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take care, my friend.
God bless you in everything you do.
You as well. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Giada Valenti live from Las Vegas. Pretty cool, huh? Dear friend, great talent. Now you got a chance to learn a little bit about her. If it's the first time, perhaps you're having an opportunity to see her. And as I mentioned, we've had an opportunity to do some really beautiful things together for the last like 10 years. We've done a lot of cool things. If you didn't get a chance to see some of these photos, this is when we were filming in Venice, Italy. And that was terrific. That was really a great shoot. Gang, if this is your first time watching the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, this show comes from the United States. We're here in the New York area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. There's over 600, just about 650 episodes of our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series that you can enjoy with guests from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, stage, culinary arts, sports, comedy, inspiration, guests from all around the world. We have an international audience, and we love all of you, and we encourage and welcome you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps us big time. But then when you do, and there's no cost when you do that, when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you are part of the Jim Masters Show Live Levity Squad. That's right. You are one of our levities, which is absolutely a beautiful thing. So there's that red button. Be sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you never miss any of our amazing episodes. And also, don't forget to give us a like and a thumbs up. You'll see the little like thumbs up icon. Give us a like and give us a thumbs up and leave a comment on the actual YouTube channel. If you really enjoyed this episode, we have done, again, about 650 episodes. I work in television and radio professionally here in the United States and love everything that I do. And just like Giada, I'm always running around and wearing so many hats. Tomorrow I have a television news segment to film in the morning. I was on the air all day on radio today. Then we have a show tomorrow night. I want to show you some of the amazing guests that are coming up. We do shows constantly, daily here on the show. We have some amazing guests. Tomorrow, Jim Meskerman, who is an extraordinary impressionist, comedian, voice artist. He's the son of legendary actress Marion Ross, who played Mrs. Cunningham on the beloved 1970s sitcom Happy Days. Jim is amazing. Jim's with us tomorrow night live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then on Sunday, yes, the cousins Gibb, they are the family of the Bee Gees, and they are joining us on Sunday live at a special afternoon time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. in the UK and Ireland, Scotland, and in England. It'll be 7 p.m. this Sunday in the UK and Ireland. It'll be 2 p.m. Eastern here where we are, the East Coast of the United States. And it'll be, for the West Coast, it'll be 11 a.m. this Sunday. Nick Endicott Gibb is Maurice Gibb's son. And Deborah is his cousin, and they have their own musical group. They are here on Sunday, which is really, really, really special. Then Sunday night, we're doing something special. We're doing our Celebrating Our Childhood fabulous Levity JMS special. So check that out. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific. We're really excited about that. A lot of our viewers have sent us their photos when they were a kid, when they were a child. And we're going to show them here exclusively on the Jim Masters Show Live. I'm going to show you my childhood photo as well this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Jim Masters Show Live. It's our Celebrating Our Childhoods JMS Levity special. Matter of fact, if you still want to email us one of your photos, a photo of you when you were a child, or if you don't have one of you, perhaps you have one of your grandkid or your child, and you want to be on our show so we can show the world your childhood photo this Sunday. Midnight Eastern tonight is the cutoff. That's right. Midnight Eastern tonight is the cutoff. So make sure you send it to Jim Masters TV. This is the email address. It's actually right there on the screen, jimmasterstv@gmail.com. If you have suggestions for guests that you'd love to see from around the world on our show, we're always welcoming guests from celebrity friends of mine that I've interviewed on television have been here. We've had a lot of guests from Celtic Thunder, Celtic Woman, all the Irish artists as well. So many incredible guests. But yes, jimmasterstv@gmail.com to reach us if you would like to send us one of those childhood photos. We will show it this Sunday on our special episode, our Levity host chat. It's going to be very interactive. You're going to be able to comment. We're going to show your comments. We're going to have a good time Sunday night. So Sunday, we have two shows. We have Cousins Gibb from the BG family, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. GMT, UK and Ireland this Sunday. And then another show at night. And this isn't even my full-time work, folks, this show, but we love doing it for you. Double Levity on Sunday. We're going to be doing a second show at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and that's a JMS Levity special just for all of you, celebrating our childhoods, looking back at our childhoods, and showing your childhood photos. So midnight Eastern tonight, Friday tonight, is the last call for those photos. Start looking through your photo albums and your boxes, scan it, email it to us by tonight, and we'll get them on for the Sunday episode, which is going to be a beautiful experience. It's going to be something really, really special. Really, really nice. Jane watching in Sweden. I'm English, Irish, Swedish, French, and Jane is in Sweden. She says, this has been a wonderful show. Thanks, Giada, for being here. Thanks, Jim. My pleasure. Jane in Sweden. Merlin in Ontario, Canada. What a beautiful person inside and out. Yes, I agree. Antonio, we should have you come on the show. Are you in Ireland, I think my friend Giada said? How Not to Love This Talent. Very good, Giada. You should come on the show because we have chefs that come on the Jim Masters Show live. Shoot me an email at jimmasterstv@gmail.com. You're welcome to come on as a guest, or we could talk about all the beautiful things you create. We love food. We have done foodie episodes here. We did a whole 2-hour show talking about food on the Jim Masters Show live. So Antonio, welcome to our show. We love having you here. Hope you'll watch our show continually. Tell everybody about our show. Spread the word. Anybody that's new to our show, spread the word. We would love to have you here all the time. Another fun night. Thanks, Giada and Jim. Good night, all. You, Mary, she's watching in Florida, USA. Christine Clifton says, Jim, this was an entertaining conversation with Giada. Enjoyed the lovely video clips and her fabulous voice. Giada is so very talented. Beautiful soul. Matter of fact, I have one more video to show you guys. I know that she had to scoot off because she's being measured for the dress. Here's another one. Some of the footage that we shot while in Venice for several specials and other things we've been working on. Enjoy this too. 1 minute in Venice with Giada and Jim.
Per avere un sorriso da te, io non lo so cosa farei. Un sorriso per far compagnia a questa mia malinconia. Un sorriso va ben accennato, come di un bimbo.
And this is very famous. It's Cavana Tintoretto. Actually, Tintoretto is called Tintoretto because Tintoretto really was born in this canal.
17th century painter.
Yes, the very famous all over the world. So, and I will introduce you today to Carlo and Gloria, which are two very famous rowers, very champions of Venice, of the Regatta Sporca. Let's go.
Let's go. We have a gondola waiting too.
Tu con la tua allegria, io con la mia malinconia, e mi innamorerai e ti innamorerò. Ci sono storie.
Questa è la casa del Tintoretto.
Oh, Carlo just said this is the Tintoretto house.
Oh, yes. Again.
Look at that.
Per avere un sorriso da te, io non lo so cosa farei. Thank you.
So many incredible moments, when we were in Italy filming, and it was really, really terrific. So you got a chance to see some of that as well, and we're always working on a lot of different things. You know me, guys. I'm working on a lot of different TV shows, radio shows, projects, productions, freelance work. For those of you who are learning about me for the first time, I know we've done this show for almost 2 years now, but some of you, it's the very first time that you're watching this show, the Jim Master Show live. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. For me, I work in television and radio and stage and film professionally, and I love this work. And as you guys know, I love communicating. There we are in the gondola. If you didn't see it earlier, that was terrific. But I love communicating, and like Giada, I love inspiring, entertaining. I like making people laugh. We always learn something on our show. We always learn something. We always put smiles on people's faces. I've met so many of you through our show, which has been beautiful. You have met me, your host and producer, for the very, very first time. Some of you have been with our show every single day since we launched it 650 episodes ago. I think we're right around 650 episodes, which really is so amazing. It really is such a beautiful experience. So even though I have a full-time career in television and radio in the daytime, but then I come here and I turn on these lights and I get a chance to see and experience time with you and you and you and you. And we truly are bringing back the lost art of conversation, warm conversations. Since we're live with our shows, anything can happen, and we just have a beautiful time. And it just gives me great joy and blessing to be able to be here with all of you and you here with us, whether you're watching our shows live or maybe you watch them later on in the archives. However you watch them, it's just a blessing to have you here. It's enhanced my world. I know many of you have written to me privately. You've mailed cards, you've sent gifts. You've told me personally in Instagram messages and tweets and Facebook messages and emails how much this show has meant to you. The entire series, the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, and how you look forward to it. And it brings you great light and joy in your life. And when I hear that, it just makes me want to continue doing what we do, this community that we've created here of good people, great guests, poignant moments, entertainment, lots of levity, and good times with all of you, truly. And when I say things like that, I don't use my words just to say them. When I say love and I use, words like that, I mean them. A lot of people just banty those words out. But for me, Marcia Lyon in Massachusetts, good to see you, my dear friend Marcia. We got to get together for lunch. Marcia and I have been friends for years. She's volunteered at public television, answering the phones during PBS pledge drives. We've stayed friends ever since. We've gone to events in New York City as well. And she lives up in Massachusetts, and she's a dear friend. Good to see you, Marcia. And love, that's the word. You got it. That's what it's all about. And levity here on our show. Merlin with claps and hearts and all kinds of cool stuff. Good to see you, Merlin in Canada. These are some of our faithful levities who watch our show all the time, part of the Levity family. Wonderful evening, beautiful voice in person. Thank you, Jim, for another fabulous show. We've got an extraordinary weekend of shows. Comedian and extraordinary impressionist, son of Marion Ross, Jim Meskerman tomorrow. Then Cousins Gibb going to be with us from BG Family. That's going to be amazing. And then our special, celebrating our childhoods, Levity special, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be amazing. Love, Giada, and you, Jim, my friend, Mr. Levity. Mr. Levity, that's right. Absolutely, Marcia. And look who's here. He's coming in. Mr. George Burns is always here. He's always dapper. He's always he's always here, and he always sends his love to all of you. So cool stuff, and you guys are the absolute best. And he had a good time today. He had a good time with all of you. So Kathleen, your birthday is tomorrow, right? Yeah, I think Kathleen Walker's birthday, if I recall, she's been busy moving. She just moved. She's in New York City, but she just moved recently. So George is here. George wishes Kathy an early happy birthday. We will be here tomorrow, so we'll have to wish Kathleen a happy birthday as well. Headed to the theater tomorrow night. Catch, yes, if you ever miss anything, Archive City. Happy birthday, early birthday to Kathleen. We archive every episode of our show on our YouTube channel, so you can enjoy them all. You guys are the best, and very, very nice. An entertaining conversation with Giada. Enjoyed the lovely video clips, fabulous voice. It's very talented, beautiful. Good night, Jim, and all. You as well. Jane says this has been a wonderful show. Thanks, Giada, for being here, and thanks, Jim. My pleasure as well. Yes, we thank my friend Giada for joining us here on the show. It was really fantastic. And of course, having all of you here is always a blessing. Hope your day is going well and you're having a good day. And here's another photo of some of the emceeing, Master of Ceremonies work I've done over the years. I've done a lot of emceeing on stage for a lot of people, a lot of concerts, Carnegie Hall, the Bushnell, you name it, all over the country. And these are some of the ones that where I've emceed concerts for my dear friend Giada as well. And we've always had a good time, lots of laughs. I don't know if I showed this one earlier, one of the events as well. I was Master of Ceremonies for. Lots of food. Yes, lots of food. That's our friend Rosalie. She's a beautiful person as well. This was in Venice. Filming again, more filming and all kinds of fun stuff. Another cool shot there for you. I know you guys get a kick out of all of this. The big dinner with everybody, family and everybody. Cool stuff. But again, you know, you have a good time, you enjoy yourself, and you're good to everybody. And that's what life is all about. We talk about it all the time, folks. We talk about, you know, not just during times like this, you know, where there's been a health situation around the world, but also, you know, we always talk about the meaning of life and, you know, what it's really about. And the meaning is, there's a lot of different meanings to it. One of them is to be nice and kind and empathetic and to love one another. We say it all the time here at the Jim Master Show Live. And of course, this the sign. Now we've learned the sign as well. Yes, some sign language in there as well. I took Spanish in college, and I'm studying it again. So maybe one day you'll tune in. And I'll do this whole episode, one of the episodes in Spanish for all of you. I want to be bilingual. I took Spanish in college, but you know I haven't kept up with it, so I'm brushing up on it now. So. Not bad. It's getting good. So hopefully we'll be chatting with some of you in Espanol really, really soon. You guys are fantastic. Thanks everybody for the comments. Again, if you'd like to support our series, give us a beautiful heart thanks on our YouTube channel. When the show is live, you can also do super emojis, super stickers, super chat. That really helps us big time with all of everything we do here, the expenses and the costs of streaming, everything that we do, the equipment, the lighting, all of it. And many of you have done that, and we absolutely love that. So thank you for those who do the super chat, super emoji, super stickers when we're on live. If you miss the opportunity to do that, there is a little heart, and it's called thanks. That's on our YouTube channel. It's under all the episodes. And you can click on that and you can do a support thanks afterwards as well at any time, 24/7. And some of you have done that as well. And we thank you. I personally thank you so very much for that. That means it's a kind gesture. And we really, really, really appreciate it. So we're going to duck out. We have not had lunch. We have not had dinner. And it's about 20 to 9 in the evening. That's the kind of days I have. That's the kind of days my friend Giada is running off to get fitted for a dress. I need to go have some dinner now. And then I'm up early in the morning and we've got a very busy day in the television studio tomorrow. And then we're back tomorrow night with all of you. We thank once again, my dear friend, Giada Valenti, for gracing our presence on this episode of the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks for watching this episode of the Jim Master Show. We love you all. I salute you. I salute you. And we always have a good time. So if you're having a good time with all of us, let us know. send us a note, leave a comment on our YouTube channel. And again, that big show coming up with celebrating our childhood is this Sunday. Again, if you're watching this episode later, like 6 months from now, none of that means anything because that episode will have already happened. But for those of you who are going to be doing it for this weekend, make sure you get those photos in. Tonight is the last call. The last call. We're going to have some good times. Lots of levity on Sunday. Sleep well. Yes, I will sleep well first. I need to eat, and I need to eat pronto. So, gang, or those of you watching for the first time, we don't say goodbye. Kind, generous, supportive you. This was sent in by one of our viewers. Still got a little Prosecco in there. Nice on a Friday night. Can't have too much because I got a lot of work to do tonight. Scripts to write and a lot of work to do. But I love you all. Thanks for being with us, gang. And we don't say goodbye here at the Jim Masters Show Live. We say see you later. We say ciao. We say slancher. We say moilut. We say auf Wiedersehen. We say shalom. We say sayonara. And one more time, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We would absolutely love that. And we thank all of you for all of the time. This is your host, Jim Masters, thanking you for your time this time. Till next time, join us again on the next episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. If you are watching this episode, yes, ciao. If you are watching this episode not live, you're watching it in the archives, well, stay right there. There's another great episode coming right up just for you on the Jim Masters Show Live. See you again soon, okay? We'll be back tomorrow on the Jim Masters Show Live. For those watching live, if you're watching this in the archives, stay right there. Another great episode comes up. Don't forget, you can binge watch over 650 episodes. Wow. That's a lot of cool content for you to enjoy, and it's been my pleasure to present it for all of you. Be well, gang. Love one another. Take care of one another. You'll see us. You'll see you again the next time right here. I'll be waiting for you. I'm always waiting here for you on the Jim Masters Show. Be well. Cheers.